Hey guys, back in the base for another video. We still at it, still doing our thing. Man, we got a lot of great things coming up. We have a lot of great things coming up. I promise you we do. Looking forward to sharing it with you guys. But the most important thing, man, is a lot of great news about the Birds, man. My team is out there doing things. My team is out there doing things, and I'm happy and proud of my squad and what they're doing. And the first thing I was saying, man, look, we're making deals. We're making deals because we need certain players and trying to build them. Not saying for starting purposes, but a serious rotation. Hey, guys, football's a harsh game. We got to admit that it is a harsh game. It's a brutal game. Guys can get hurt. Guys come up injury. Guys come up lame and everything. I watched it when the Kansas City Chiefs and Bears played the other night. A young man got hurt, but thankfully he's all right. He's been released from the hospital, so it's all good. But it's a brutal game, and so you need to have depth. You need to have numbers. And what the Bears is doing right now are getting numbers. So this weekend, I just seen news. Well, I've seen that news on Friday that we got my man Darrell from the Seattle. We made a trade to get him. But we also added another guy today, just recently, Chris Williams. Now, that happened late last night, early this morning. I seen that news come down, man, and I'm happy. I am so happy because it's greatly needed, right? It's greatly needed. So the Browns traded defensive tackle Chris Williams to the Bears. Now, in exchange, the Bears got Williams and the Browns' 2025 7th-round draft pick. But the Bears had to give up in exchange. The Bears sent 2025 6th-round draft pick to Cleveland. So that was an exchange. I mean, nothing big. I mean, normally your 6th and 7th round guys, you don't really get a lot out of. I mean, every once in a while you might get a Brock Purdy. But that hasn't been a common thing for the Bears. So, trade up a 6th, trade up a 7th round pick, no big deal. But it was greatly needed. And guess what? It added to the depth for the defensive line. We needed that. Another player that was acquired the other day is Darrell Taylor. Now, I like this pick. We've been out here picking and poking, prodding at these possible free agents, possible trades, possible deals between Matt Judah and Reddick, and pretty much all of them fell through, right? But this one didn't. Shout out to Darrell Taylor coming over from the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this young man, he's young in the game. The past 3 seasons, he has over 21 and a half sacks. That's not bad because he's a rotational player. It wasn't like he was a full-time starter or nothing like that. He was a rotational player. But to have someone like that on your roster to go along with my man Sweat, man, I think that's a good thing. And plus, we got a few young defensive ends, man. Booker, Hardy, man, those are young players, man. Look, we're not going to run the type of where I know back in the old days you used to have one bookend, another bookend, those are just stables, and that's what you run with. Now, in 2024, you got to have that. And so that's what we got. When we got my man Taylor and we got my man Williams, we got that for our defensive line. And I like to see that, man. Our defense is top-notch. Our defense is top-notch. I love our cornerbacks, man. Hey, imagine the cornerback room. Imagine the DB room, the safeties and all that. Man, imagine all that knowledge and that experience we're going to have in there right now. Guys, in case y'all didn't know, last year, we was playing with either first-year or second-year players. That was our best player was first-year rookies or second-year players. Guess what? Now, each one of them positions, each got another year up under their belt. So now they're bringing more experience to the game. I love it, man. And we got, like I said, we got Edwards as a linebacker. He didn't have his best season last year, right? I mean, Edwards did. Edmonds didn't. Edmonds didn't have his best season last year. It was kind of down for him. And what we consider down, but what we consider down for him may be an all-star game, an all-star season for somebody else. But Edmonds had a kind of down year, but guess what? I think he's going to bounce back. I think Edwards did good. Especially for what we gave up for him. Didn't really pay a high salary for him or Edmonds. So I think we got a lot out of that. We got a lot of young players on the defensive line, man, that's going to be blasted. Why? Because we got 2 more veterans that we could rotate in. Look, man, I love this Bird defense, man. I think we're going to be a team to be reckoned with. In case y'all didn't see the last year, out of the last 10 games, there's only one time we gave up more than 20 points. And that was on that comeback from Detroit. Well, other than that, that's the last 10 games. It's been it. We've been balling out here, guys. I know you fans of other teams may not realize, don't see it because you don't watch as closely as Bird fans would. And that's your loss. Let me say it right now. That's your loss. You've been missing out on the real team because of the Birds. The Birds are coming, guys. They are going to be a factor in that NFC, whether you like it or not, especially in that NFC North. We're going to compete this season for the NFC North title. I know Detroit's defending NFC champ, and that's cool. They held it long enough. 1 year is long enough for me. We coming. Whether you like it or not, we are coming, and we're coming strong. Green Bay, not a factor. Y'all know how we feel about FGB. Detroit, I don't think it's going to be a factor. Detroit's still going to be good. They still going to have their pieces and all that. That's fine and dandy. But there's a squad down there in the state of Illinois. We coming strong, we coming ready, and we're going to bust some ass. Get ready, guys. The Birds are coming whether you like it or not. Until the next time, hey, if you hadn't had the opportunity, make sure you subscribe to the Basement Recap. Another channel we have is the NFL Roundtable. If you ain't had an opportunity to subscribe, hit that like button and leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Do that for me. I greatly appreciate it. But until the next time, I'll see you.